Hello, we are live on YouTube. Hello, everybody watching. And yeah, I see we've got a special guest joining us on today's AMA. Doesn't need introducing, we all know who he is. Hello, Suresh.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good.
How are you
Hello,
doing?
hello. Long time no see, Suresh.
Yeah, it's a long time since I came onto this YouTube live stream. I just wanted to touch base again with the community and talk a little bit more about the future. So, of joining today. So, how is everybody? Should I should we wait a little more time, or like I think are we good to go?
Hold on, let me check Telegram. Let me see if folks know what's going on Telegram. I suppose I should have been doing that while I was DJing. My bad, guys.
They sure do.
Oh, yes, they sure do. Yeah, I mean, Suresh, I think it's really up to you. I know today's going to be a pretty special spaces, so whatever you're feeling, I'm happy to throw on some more music while we rally the troops and get them in here. Like you let us know.
Just watch out for the copyright strike for playing music.
Yes. Now that we're streaming. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine, Jason. I have a solve. I do have a solve for that.
Is it you singing?
I think it's fine. I think we can start. So, yeah, where do you start? Like basically, yeah, it's a very long time since I spoke with the community of like discussed the plan of EverRise. I just want to touch base again and see like, I mean, if you observe the current market conditions, the way the either stock market or crypto, the way they are behaving, it's kind of weird. Like, I mean, nobody has ever seen this kind of behavior in the past decade. So this is first time we are seeing the way everything is correcting. And as EverRise, either the token or the company, we are trying to survive in this bear market. And you guys already know that we want to be like very follow the regulations or anything. So that's the reason we actually remove the tax on the marketing tax from the token so that we don't get any kind of revenue, and we're trying to survive based on the revenue from the dApps. We are doing okay, but at the same time, we have to think, okay, what needs to be done? Like, we cannot just aim for what is the next month target or like what is or two target for after 2 months. Like, I'm planning to think like, I mean, what is EverRise after 5 years? How do we want to see EverRise? Where we want it to be? And I see that this is the right opportunity for me to actually look for, in the broader perspective, how do I want to build this? And with small development team, currently what I have, we are trying to build, but you guys might already observe like we are having like the dApps are coming like very like less and less. The reason is like we have small team and we are not 100% focused on this because of with community. I mean, we always engage with community. We keep looking at what everyone is doing it. I mean, we are mainly focused on the crypto side and at the same time doing it. So that's the reason I'm thinking like, so I have to plan for something new, like I have to plan differently. So that's why actually I'm planning to come up with a dedicated 100% focused development team in offshore. Like, and basically we cannot hire by paying more and more money here because we don't have that much of luxury of funds. So I want to utilize the funds whatever we have and make sure that I get enough development. So I want to plan, like I want to start a offshore development team in India, and where we'll hire developers and they'll be fully dedicated to working on the dApps, or like then we'll have the fast development, or like we can have a number of developing the apps. And at the same time, I am planning. See, the way I'm looking at the future of our is we'll have the developer pool where not only work for EverRise dApps or like, see, when I say EverRise dApps, today we have planned some kind of long roadmap. We announced that these are the products we'll be launching, but can we survive with these D apps for the next 10 years? I mean, I have to think in that perspective. So, with respect to this crypto market, it's highly impossible to survive only. Short term, it might be very good that everything is okay. Project is delivering some apps, people have expectation, okay, everything's fine. But in the long term, it won't do any kind of good. So we have to plan for the long term if EverRise needs to survive. So that's the reason my goal is like we are going to build a big offshore development team where we have. I might start with like 5 developers, but down the line after 6 months, I need to plan for like 50 developers or like 100 developers. So where they will not only work for our apps or like what are the products, we will also service other companies in the Web3 space or other companies who wanted to come from Web2 to Web3. Whenever they want to come, we'll have the pool ready, like we'll be able to serve them. So I'm envisioning that way for the EverRise in the future as a company. And because this is all like, I mean, why we are actually going this route is because we got so much of feedback from the VCs. Like everybody is in like all the VCs, they are all, I mean, most of them are in losses because of this crypto market. And they want to see if there is any kind of benefit. So I cannot just say that, hey, I have these apps. These are like, everything is interesting, but can they make revenue for them? So I need to build some kind of bigger team in order to show them that, okay, we are going to be there for next 5 years, 10 years. That confidence we have to give with whatever we build. So with respect to that, whatever the money I have left so far, like, I mean, what are the sales revenue we're getting from the dApps, and we have a team, like right now, if you see, like our team is mainly focused on marketing or sales, everything. And I mean, the team, whatever I have, like I like each and everybody, like each and a single person, either the Ben, Storm, Jen, TJ, Jason, like Peter. But at the same time, I will not be able to make any promise to them. Okay, I'll be keep paying money. So, with respect to paying them, it will not be possible for me to allocate more funds there. So I have to plan for the development aspect. So I talk to the team, and I mean, it's heartbreaking to me to see that people will not be there with me for like going forward. But at the same time, I know that they'll always love me. I always love them. There is no kind of issue between us. But the only problem is the situations. And because of my commitment to, I mean, what I wanted to build, I cannot make a promise to them so that they'll continue. But so right now, Jen and TJ, they'll be taking a step back from their positions, from the official positions, but they'll be with the community. They'll always support me. They'll always be like EverRise group or his family. But I have to make it priorities, like, okay, where I want to put the funds so that I can get maximum for the EverRise. So that is one thing I just wanted to give clarity. Even like Jason, he's always with the community. See, I don't want to put them in a bigger position or like give bigger responsibilities when that responsible, like the marketing, if this market nothing works. So instead of focusing or putting funds on the aspect, I want to put for a different cause so that I can build something. So we want to focus on building mainly. So we will be like, even Jason will be like, he will reduce his responsibilities. And my main focus is like increasing the development, like increasing the development team with minimal cost kind of thing. So that is what I am looking at it. So yeah, I mean, like this is a completely. So if I imagine like when I started the token or like when we started the company, we are evolving, we are trying to change, we are trying to adjust to the situations, whatever is happening. So we have to realize what is exactly going on. If we don't realize and if we don't act to that aspect, we can never survive. So I'm trying to see what are the possibilities for me to survive for the next 10 years if they ever exist to exist. So this is the path I'm thinking of doing it right now. Yeah, I just want to tell everybody. So I also want to have these guys with me today. I mean, I keep saying, I mean, I don't know like whether you guys know me. TJ is one of the purest heart person I can see. Like, he has a pure heart. I've never seen such a person anywhere. Like, even Jen, she's very talented, hardworking, and she's see everybody. I look them in the community. In the community, they're showing their passion and everything. And unfortunately, the situations are not like encouraging me to continue that way. Like, I cannot promise them. So yeah, they will take a step back from the official responsibilities so that they will not have pressure on them. Like, okay, I need to do something because my focus is entirely shifting. So yeah, that
Yeah.
is.
Uh,
Go ahead.
Suresh, I was just going to say, like, it has been an absolute honor, being able to be in the trenches and build EverRise alongside all of the incredibly talented staff members we have across both marketing, sales, and our dev team, as well as the community. And it's been an honor to serve the community for like the past year. I know ultimately this wasn't an easy decision for TJ and I to make, at all. Like, we literally like live, breathe, bleed EverRise. I think I took my first vacation in over a year, just this past week. And it provided some like time to kind of just think about things and for clarity. And I think you said it best yourself. Like, we're always going to be a part of the community. We're always going to be a part of this protocol. And I think the thing that's just a fact in life is startup life is hard. For folks who have never worked in startups, it's funny. It's not an easy thing. There's a lot of pivots that have to be made. There's a lot of sacrifices that have to be made. Like, oftentimes with, family, loved ones, you're sacrificing time because you're pouring all this time into a startup. And ultimately, at the end of the day, what a startup needs to have is flexibility. And that's flexibility to pivot paths. That's flexibility to make the changes necessary that you think you need to make in order to ensure the longevity of whatever it is that you're building, right? And, Suresh, like you mentioned this earlier, we had so much positive feedback from VCs about where we should be putting our focus, some things that we should shift. And what's amazing is those relationships are built. I think, Suresh, you've taken the time to really sit with the feedback that you were getting from these folks, even though they're kind of like giving us feedback in an unofficial capacity. But I think like what comes next and what lies ahead is going to be very, very exciting. Like the fact that, you're looking at spinning off a company that's going to be, a full stack development company is really incredible. I've seen a few other companies, who are really the folks that are building all the tech behind some of the hottest, most recent unicorns that are backed in the space. And so I'm really excited to see where you go. I only wish I was a developer, so I can continue to lend my time and my efforts to EverRise. But whatever it is, we're here for you. I think this next step is going to be incredibly exciting. And, and TJ, feel free to jump in here, but we're always going to be here for the community. We really do feel like this is extended family. It's something that's talked a lot. It's something that's talked about a lot within staff. And so I guess I wanted to say thank you guys for believing in us up to this point. And I just hope you guys continue to have faith in EverRise because, I think there's a really exciting direction coming. And Suresh, I'm really excited to see what you do with it.
Thank you, John.
I'll jump in here. Not a easy situation, obviously. Hard to even talk right now, but I love EverRise, man. I love the community.
Hey, TJ, come on. Nobody's leaving anybody. I'm going to come and meet you anyway. Just send me your marriage invitation. I'll be there.
TJ, seeing you cry is gonna make me cry. Can you?
I'm not going to say a word because then I'll have to start crying too.
Yeah. There is one thing that I did want to say on this space that I feel like I actually haven't gotten the chance to say a whole lot. As you guys know, we have an incredible dev team. We have an incredible marketing team. We've basically built this brand organically from the ground up. A lot of you guys have been here with us since day one, but I think a team that doesn't get a lot of recognition that I actually would like to really call out is the business development and sales team. You know, I took over this role where, you know, that kind of became my team over the last 3 months, and I've gotten to know every single person on that team incredibly well. And the belief that they have in the EverRise products, the belief that they have in everything that we're building is incredible. I mean, these are some of the folks that are on the ground floor making sure the word about our DApps is getting out, all the benefits. They're the ones that are literally helping us onboard all the devs that are leveraging our ecosystem. And they have been doing incredible work, even during, you know, challenging economic times, especially with macroeconomics. And I just wanted to take a moment to give them a shout out. And I appreciate and love them very, very dearly. That is something that will never stop. EverRise BD team will never stop. It's going to be something that over the course of the next week or two, I'm going to be working very, very closely with Peter to kind of transition over and pass the mantle, which is really exciting. You know, Peter, you and I have worked pretty closely together over the last, like, half year, 8 months, lifetime.
Yeah, I'm excited to get back in with them, and of course, the business development team deserves a shout out. You know, everyone from Enrique to Tom to Ray to some of the newer people that have come on board. But to hell with them for the time being, I want to give a shout out to TJ and Jen. I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. What the two of you have done to build EverRise's reputation and to translate Suresh's vision into an accessible format that like thousands of people can appreciate and respect and trust a little bit. Like that is a Herculean effort in a space full of scammers and fraudsters, and it doesn't happen. Like you need to be a hard worker, number one, but you also need to be a good person to get that kind of reputation. And like without the two of you, like I don't know, I wouldn't have jumped into EverRise. I wouldn't have found the project. I wouldn't have respected it as so much as I do. I wouldn't have understood Suresh's vision. And man, oh man, like I'm gonna miss you in staff meetings and all the rest of it. And it's just one of those things, like you mentioned, in a bear market, like we need to pour everything into developing right now. And I'm lucky that I have 2 or 3 hours a week to spend on like regulation, and that's why I can stick on, because like that's just my niche. But you guys did the work of establishing EverRise as a force to be reckoned with, and it's never going away thanks to the momentum that you guys gave us from day one. So thank you guys so much. And we'll be around. Like this is the difference, by the way, and this is for everybody. Like there's a distinct difference between the DeFi protocol, of which we are all community members, and EverRise Inc., which is going in a different direction right now. So, the protocol stays the same, and we're all a part of it together forever. We are. And meanwhile, we've just got to put our heads down, and Suresh will lead up to the building for the next 3 to 5 years and beyond. But man, the community got such a head start thanks to you guys, and that is indelible, and your mark will never be erased.
Oh, thanks, Peter. Sorry, guys. TJ has me crying. Peter has me crying. I'm just here on Spaces,
It's emotional, man.
crying. It's emotional for sure.
15 months of journey. I mean, see, it's not like ending, right? I think you're always welcome when I have the resources, when I have the funds, or like when the things turn around. I mean, everything will change. But I really appreciate that you understood my situation and moving on. Like, and yeah, I mean, when the things change, you're always welcome with me. So,
Yeah.
but
That means a lot, Suresh. You know, like we're here to support the community and supporting you, and we're here to like support the long-term vision of EverRise. And you know, we talked about this a lot uh, prior to getting on this spaces. And you know, I said this at the beginning, and TJ started to say it too before he starting the crying train. But this was not an easy decision to make. Like, you know, the love that we have for EverRise, the love that we have for this idea and this thought that we can come together as a collective and shape an emerging industry on the ground, like doing that for DeFi, because DeFi is still very, very early. And I know this is something that is said a lot. And, you know, I think it's a vision that's going to continue to happen, especially with this new direction that you're taking it in. And it's just a very, very bittersweet thing. You know, but who knows? Doors are revolving, I like to say. And even if it's not now, I'm sure, you know, our paths are definitely going to cross again in the future. Like TJ and I will definitely be active in the community. I started off as a community member. I kind of feel like I'm going through like a whole birth, life, death cycle right now. Like started off as a community member, dying a community member. But yeah, it's
I've kind of gathered myself a little bit. I didn't think I was gonna cry. I didn't think I knew how to cry. I haven't cried since I was 5. But you know, this EverRise is just so special to me. You know, I lied. I don't have it. Give me a minute.
Hey guys, the emotion is just a testimony to the dedication that you guys have put in. You know, tireless efforts, devotion, just nonstop around the clock. So it's okay to feel that way. Community does appreciate all the effort that you guys have put in, and we know that there's always a place here for you guys going forward. And you know, so during these downturns, shit happens, you know, and so know that both of you are very much appreciated in the community, and there's always going to be high regard for both of you guys. So, but I'd like to talk to Suresh for a second. You know, I've recently went through the process of crowdfunding, or I'm in the process, I should say, of crowdfunding, particularly with a website called Start Engine. And they do fund and provide money for software as a service type businesses. It recently just funded $10 million to a real estate software company. So I'm just wondering, have you thought about putting together that business plan, that pitch deck, that teaser for that maybe one or two, or whatever your vision is going forward? The thing that's going to be the TCP/IP for the internet, the email of communication, right? Whatever you think your development team, your core team, you know, when the minds come together and you think that, you know, the future, if you had all the money in the world right now, what would you be doing? What would you be focusing on? And I'm just wondering if you have that clarity as to where you want to go. I know you spoke about development, and that's certainly, that is a way to keep cash flow coming in, is to helping other people and providing those services, and that's a great idea. But just going forward, I'm just wondering if you thought about doing a crowdfunding scenario, Suresh.
no, I haven't thought about it. And yeah, I'll think about it. But so far, I haven't thought about it.
Yeah. Well, check out, you know, startengine.com. That's who I'm using right now for a project that I'm in, and you know, they're very, and I'm not plugging them. There are other companies out there, you know, but that's just the one that I'm going through, and they hold your hand through the process. And if you need any assistance in the way of creating a pitch deck or a business plan or a teaser sheet or anything like that, I have a team that, you know, we could potentially assist with that, because we, like I said, just went through the process. But uh, it would be nice to hear going, you know, not at this moment, but in coming weeks, as to, you know, what is that TCP/IP for DeFi? You know, what is that email for communication? Whatever you think that EverRise could provide to solve real world problems, and the only thing standing in the way of it, it's not the people. You got community, you got good people around you, but maybe it's just a little bit of cash flow that would help. And then, you know, I'd be interested to hear that in the coming weeks.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, I'll think about it and see. You see, I mean, like so far, I mean, my always like thinking is everything started with the token. We were in the crypto. Now we want to have a business kind of thing which can support the token in indirect way, not the direct way. So, see, for me, everything is evolution. Like I've been changing, like because when I started the token, I don't have any kind of goal, right? I mean, now I'm trying to make sure that everybody will be happy in the future. So, with respect to that point, I'm actually trying to change myself. Okay, what should I do? What should I do next? Kind of things. Yeah, I'll see what are the possibilities. But my main focus will be, and since I am a developer, I always want to create the developer pool so that even though I don't solve the real life problems, I can at least support the people who wants to solve it with the resources. That is what I can think about myself.
Right, that makes sense.
I'm back.
Thanks, Benson.
I think.
Hey, PJ. Yeah, I see you. I hear you. What's going on?
Sorry.
TJ, I you know, did lots of love coming out on YouTube for you, Jen, and you know, this is certainly not goodbye for Jen
No.
and TJ, and you know, essentially they bleed EverRise. They've got EverRise in their hearts, and you know, at this stage, development is continuing, and refocus on certainly bringing in more to kind of bolster the dev team that we have right now. So we understand that it's not easy in the early days of a startup business, but absolutely just I can't speak. I'm speechless, to be honest with you guys.
Maybe I can fill the gap before I have another attack. But pretty much, you know, Jen, everyone kind of summed it up perfectly. You know, I've been with EverRise since day one. It's become home. It's become family. I'm in front of the community every single day, and I love it. And I love the entire community. You know, I totally understand the decision that was made here, and I respect it wholeheartedly. You know, EverRise has always talked about utility, utility, utility. And, you know, Suresh's vision is to just keep building. And in times like this, you know, hand wavers like myself aren't necessarily necessary. But that's not to say that I'm going anywhere. I'm still going to be hanging out in all the spaces. I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to be with the community. It's just, it's hard. I see all.
I, for one, TJ, am excited for you to get back with music to the extent you can. You're a sensational musician and a beautiful performer, and you know I'm looking forward to seeing you pick up that guitar again and rocking out and inspiring people, because that's one thing you do. You inspire people and you bring them together. And you know you could do it on our Twitter Spaces, and you could do it at a music festival. And so, like, I'm just excited to see where your turn takes you next. And Jen, when you're the CEO of some company in 5 years that hasn't existed yet, and you're raising money hand over fist, like, we'll probably come back and be like, "Hey, Jen, remember EverRise?" So, You guys are rock stars, and both literally and figuratively, and you're gonna crush it in wherever you go next, I'm sure.
Thanks, Peter. I just want to thank the community, first and foremost, for just believing in us and this vision from the beginning. Sorry. I didn't know that I could cry. I swear to God, I didn't know this was a thing. I haven't cried in the longest time. It just hit me. But really, the community is really become a family. And if you're gonna think that you're gonna miss me, I'm still gonna be here. It's just not gonna be in the official capacity. But again, I just want to thank everybody for everything. From day one until now, and moving forward from here.
The community are going to be like continuing to do what they do best. Being out on socials, spreading the word for what EverRise has built and what it continues to build going forward, and building upon the great work that you, TJ, and Jen have already laid down. We have the best community, hands down. I've been around DeFi for 17, 18 months now, and I've been in many spaces. I've been around many different projects. I still do go in, listen in to what others are building, and there's a lot of great builders out there. But when it comes to communities, we may not be the largest community, but we are definitely the most close-knit, friendliest, welcoming group of people that I've ever been involved in. And yeah, this is why I know EverRise has got all the ingredients to not only succeed and to get to where it needs to be. It all comes down to the community that we have supporting Suresh and the team. That just goes beyond anything else. And this is an important step, a very, very important step in the company's life cycle in terms of making sure that not only we continue to build out the dApps that you guys know about officially, but also build out other ideas, solutions, improvements, and platforms for not just our project to take advantage of, because everything has been really focused on what we can do for EverRise, but what can we build that's going to bring in, that cast that open net, that's going to bring more people into DeFi, bring the confidence levels of DeFi up, because we all know that it gets battered from time to time when you get all of these articles about scams, frauds that get committed on a daily basis. So what can we build going forward? And the answer to that is a hell of a lot. And full steam ahead, in the development side of things, and it would grant me grant me the utmost pleasure to one day, see Jen and TJ, come back and but they've got to focus on themselves now, and I know whatever they get into and get involved with, they'll have EverRise in their heart, and whatever they go to build, they know where they can come to for solutions.
Well said, Jason. If anybody wants to come up and either ask a question about EverRise itself or just wish the team well, our Twitter spaces are open, and YouTube and Discord, of course. This is still an AMA, and we love these guys, but the beat does go on. So come on up, everybody. Request. I don't see any requests right now. And if we don't get any, I'm more than happy to just keep telling these guys how great they are.
I'd like to shout out a few of the people in the YouTube, if I may.
Yeah, let's do it.
So hello to go scroll up to the top. Hello E-Train. Hello. I apologize if I get your name wrong. I will try. Padamashin Patil saying hello. Suresh, greetings from India. We've got Luis Mendez. Joshua as well. Rise for life, he says. Kalinti is there. TJ, you still belong to the community no matter what. Kobutai is there. You guys are more than a team, you're a family. Absolutely. We really have grown close. SB Olive's there too. Rob H, TJ and Jen have been incredible. I couldn't agree any more than that. Incredible is a word that is so sufficient. Sean there, Sean EverRise. Thank you guys. We will not, certainly won't forget what they've done for the protocol. Monty Bags is there too. You guys know Monty. Hello, Monty. Love to you guys from Monty and Dave. We love you guys so much, and no matter what you are, always a riser. There is no words that can describe the love and appreciation for you guys. And you've changed our lives for the better. My wife says that I've become a better person because of EverRise. That is because of you two, Jen and TJ. So remember, we love you guys no matter what. Cybermule as well, coming in with the love and support. So, you know, that again, going back to the community, you are what makes EverRise so great. You'll continue to make EverRise great. And Suresh, the team, will move forward and continue to build on the roadmap and many, many, many more things that have yet to come to light.
We have another dear community member coming on up to the stage. I see them connecting right now. And thanks to everybody on YouTube. I agree with everything everybody said, and I see TJ is still shook over it because very emotional moment. But Scott, I hope you can connect. I still see a winding circle, but hopefully we can get to hear from you in the next couple of minutes. Oh no, he's gone down. We also have incredible. Here we go. We got
no matter what, we can always rely on Twitter Spaces to throw a spanner in the works every now and again, right?
Absolutely. But we did get Hulk up here. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Yeah, you guys got me all choked up over here, but yeah, I've only been dealing with EverRise and a few of the people on your team here for a brief while with Metabolic, our project as well, and I can attest that TJ and Jen, you guys have been outstanding. Your positivity is amazing. Your leadership and your ability to work with other projects is bar none above any other. I got nothing but great things to say about you guys. I know you guys will do great wherever you guys go. I look forward to seeing you guys in the spaces as well. And TJ, I wanted to jump in here and tell you the information about the rent NFT part, because I told you next time I was in your space I was going to tell you the answer to that, and I got it. So I know it's not on the terms that you wanted on the day you wanted, but I at least wanted to give you the answer. So just to brief the space real fast, TJ had a question about our project and our NFTs being rentable, and he kind of wanted to know about the security behind that. And so I, went out to one of our partners, Rent NFT, who is the third party that will handle the rentals. And basically, what the answer is that when a holder rents their NFT, the company Rent NFT will actually create a contract, and in the contract, it would actually delegate the NFT to the user within the platform of the game. So actually, the user never actually has ownership of the NFT, but it's just delegated to their wallet that's using the NFT in the game. So that is the security that is all harnessed within that smart contract, and it's delegated where it is not transferable to the actual user. So that is the security behind it. Wanted to give you that answer because I told you, I promised you I'd get it back to you. So that's why I want to get back to you guys, Jen, TJ, the whole EverRise team. You guys are awesome. I know that awesome things will come in the future days, and I look forward to an awesome partnership with our company as well.
Thanks, Hut.
Thank you. It's been so good chatting with you on Telegram, and the words mean a lot. Like, I don't even know what to say anymore.
Thank you. It's been so good.
You're welcome. It goes without saying it. I mean, when you work with good people, you can tell when there's good people in the space. When people are out trying to do the right thing and trying to send positive messages and trying to build Web3 and really grow it and move in the right direction, it goes without question. You guys are awesome.
I agree, 100%. This is an exciting moment. It's a tender moment, but it's not a sad one. That there's so much to be, so much ahead for all of us. And as this space evolves, like, I don't like to be overly optimistic, but the two of you guys are going to be known names, and we're all going to be seeing each other, and we'll just keep building, however we can find a way to do it. Well, by the way,
and TJ will constantly be talking about EverRevoke, no matter where he goes.
You know that for sure.
You just know that.
All right, see if we can get Scott up, by the way. But I think one of the things that you guys are going to be forever associated with is defining DeFi, and this is new technology, and there's nothing in my view that guarantees it's going to be used as a force for good. It requires constant work, constant battles to be saying, like, enough with the scams, enough with the foolishness. So you guys are out here every day defining DeFi, and you have been for over a year, and that's no small accomplishment.
All right, am I up?
Yeah, Scott, we got you.
All right, first of all, somebody's got to fix Twitter. Somebody has got to fix Twitter. Oh, my goodness. Hey, secondly, heartbreaking moment. Man, Jen, I really didn't get to know you on a personal level much, but I know you worked hard behind the scenes. I know you gave it your all, and I appreciate the time and the effort, really. And TJ, man, we've had some DMs. You were always cool enough to answer back and stay in touch, and it formed a friendship there. And this really is heartbreaking, but you're not just a hand waver. So before I get rugged again, let me just be very clear that you're not just a hand waver. You're one of the main reasons, if not the main reason, that I kept pouring money into this protocol. And you're the main reason I've got faith in this protocol. So you did more than wave a hand. You worked tirelessly, effortlessly, to the point that whatever you had to say was always something that needed to be heard. So I would even follow you through spaces. And if TJ popped up somewhere, I'd just listen in to see what I could learn. But tell you what, brother, you did awesome work. You'll continue to do awesome work. You're super talented, super skilled. This really is heartbreaking. I mean, there's just no two ways about it. I don't mean to not shout a bunch of kudos towards Jen. Like I said, Jen, I know you worked hard and did a great job. But
no, Scott, you don't even need to give me any of that. I think the words that you said about TJ, they stand on their own, and there's no qualifier you need to throw my way. I understand that my role has pivoted to be a lot more behind the scenes in the last 4 months, and TJ was right there, in the trenches with you guys. Like, so please, sit. Don't throw any qualifiers my way.
All right.
You can keep going.
All right. Well, listen,
I'm here for this moment too.
Well, that dude defined a communications officer, as far as I'm concerned, as far as being a businessman for 26 years and an investor too. He made community, and it was just amazing. He was the bar, as far as I'm concerned. TJ is the bar in Twitter Spaces. He's up there as far as the bar in human beings. So awesome job, man.
The world needs more TJs.
No doubt. No doubt.
The world needs more TJs.
Yeah.
Can we get that on a shirt, like a limited edition EverRise merch shirt, please?
You know what's odd and ironic? I just put a little Twitter poll out there, I think in the past 12, 18 hours, basically saying if you think Lord TJ rocks, vote Lord TJ rocks. I mean, my goodness. So I wouldn't have messed with that if I had known this, but I'm kind of glad I did it now. But you guys just stay the course, man. Stay the course. Keep doing what you're doing.
Scott, I want to thank you. I want to thank you. First and foremost, I've said it to you, I think every time I see you, but you are the definition of positivity. You are the definition of just a good person. And it's been an honor to get to know you. And I look forward to hanging out with you in Twitter Spaces now as a community member like yourself. I'm not going anywhere. I want to make that very clear. But Scott, we'll definitely connect afterwards. I can't really find my words right now. But I appreciate you, man. I love you, brother. I really do. Thank you.
Hey, feelings mutual. And it's okay to be silent. It's okay to feel the way you're feeling. And I hopefully have made it clear along the way. You know, I'm a man of faith. I'm not going to push my faith on anybody, but I got you guys in my prayers, and you know, God's got a plan. So you just hang in there, man, and it's going to be okay. I'm taking it from an old man who's been through things like this, and it's going to be okay. So, but boy, what dedicated effort! What an example! Just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful job. I'll quit talking, but just wow, That's all I can say.
Thank you, Scott.
Enrique, what's up?
Hey Peter, how are you, buddy? Well, just wanted to say I couldn't let this moment go away and not say to Peter, to TJ and Jen how much I love just those guys, because TJ was the first contact that I had on EverRise, like with the team, because when we started, I was like, I probably like Jason, like I want to be a mod. Can I be a mod? And there was another person that actually told him, hey man, this guy can probably a mod. And since then, my relationship with TJ has been really respectful and friendly. And it was the first day. I was a no one. I've said it before. And you know, when you walk between giants like the ones that are here, it becomes like unbelievable at some points. But I'm probably like TJ right now. But I love you, man. I love you, Jen. And we'll stick around. You're not gonna get rid of me. So love you guys.
I'm not letting TJ go anywhere. Like TJ, if it wasn't for TJ, I wouldn't be like involved in Web3 the way I've been able to be involved in Web3. Like TJ was not only my access into EverRise as a moderator, but TJ believed in me to actually be a member of staff, and he saw something in me and in the work that I was doing that he wanted me to be making video and graphic content. So like I owe a lot to TJ. He is a very good human being and a friend. He is a real friend, and I look forward to all of the times in the future that we're going to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 because I still want to hang out with this guy, you know, inside of time with Rise and outside of time with Rise.
We only got 7 minutes left. Fish?
Hey, I just wanted to come up and say to TJ and Jen, I love you guys both. I drove to Toronto to meet TJ. He's that good of a human being. So I got to drive to LA now to meet Jen.
I'm ready for you, Fish. Whatever food you want, like I am here and I'm ready. And we're going to like go out and do the thing.
That sounds great. We'll make it happen. I'll even write a song about it.
Oh, please do. I've shown my partner the songs that you've written just about EverRise in general, and she's always just been like bewildered that we had folks in the community willing to just do something like that for fun. And you know, I would love a song in person. Selfishly.
I don't even know if you've kept up count of how many songs you've written. I remember I asked you a few months ago and you told me a number, but I don't know. If you asked me to try and guess, it's in the hundreds. I know that much. But yeah, Fish is a great example of a community member that's super talented. That kind of provides that beacon of light in the EverRise community, and obviously now a member of the dev team. So we will still be looking forward to future songs from you, Fish.
You know, it's an honor and a pleasure. It is bittersweet, but you know, you guys don't know how hard that Jen and TJ work in the background. I mean, TJ, you get to see it with Spaces every day, but they have worked tirelessly, and it's an amazing thing to see how hard they've worked. And you know, I'm going to miss them. I mean, TJ, I'm going to miss you, buddy. You inspired me to get up and start a space yesterday, and I played music for 2.5 hours. So, I think that's what DeFi should be. Is even though I'm part of the team, I'm taking on duties here that are beyond that, just because it's fun. I mean, that's the way it should be. Is I like making music, and I'm not going to stop making music. I mean, you guys have heard the new songs, Suresh. I don't know if you've heard it yet, but there should be some fun and joy in this. So,
100%. I mean, the market's been terrible. Like, let's be honest with you, the market's been terrible. Sentiment in the wider crypto community has been pretty negative. But the EverRise community has been insulated because of people like you that make being a part of the community fun, make being and inclusive. We make everyone feel included in EverRise. Doesn't matter if you own one EverRise token or 100 million EverRise tokens. To us, you mean the same, and you've all got the same say. And people like you, everyone up here, everyone that's in this audience now, they all play a part in making EverRise how awesome EverRise is. Like, there's not even a word I can use to explain EverRise is like the energy that's in our community. It's just a nice vibe. It really is.
People like Andy, who is up here to extend some well wishes too, I think.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Sure can.
Yeah, bear with me, but I just want to say I love you guys. I'm a crier and I'm a hugger, so I'm sending you both a big hug. And I just want to say I have so much respect for you. And I read a quote last night about how easy it is to be the captain of a ship when the sea is calm, basically. And I just want to thank Suresh and TJ and Jen and just everyone for always making the hard decisions. I have no idea what that is like to be leaders of a group, of a community. I only have my own little family to kind of know what that's like. But this right here, the EverRise family, is a family. And thank you both for everything you've done. I love you. And this is not a goodbye. This is a see you later. So yeah, we love you guys. You're Rice family for life. Just know that.
Thank you, Andy, and you're spot on. It's not goodbye. We're still going. Like TJ and I have already talked. Like, we're still going to be in the Telegram and in the Discord, and I'm probably going to pop into a few spaces here and there. So I hope you guys don't mind. I know I'm not usually in those, but like, we're not going anywhere. We're still going to be here. In a slightly different capacity, but we're still going to do everything that we can to make sure, EverRise can succeed.
Andy, that was beautifully said, and I apologize for the emotional whiplash, but I'm going to turn the mic over to Maverick.
Good afternoon, risers. Hello.
Well, that was unexpectedly muted, sir.
Today,
I
want to do my usual, but I don't think I'll be able to at the moment. Thank you, TJ. Thank you, Jen, for everything you've done. You guys work incredible. A definition of what a hard-working man or female should be. Jen, we didn't talk that much, but you worked hard. I know, I can tell. And I love listening to you. The way you put your words out, it's amazing. And man, TJ, man, I have learned so much from you. You have helped me grow as a person. And when I think about the community, the first person comes to mind is Lord TJ, Justin Tyler, aka the TJ, man. It's not a goodbye, but so So I want to let you know, man, I've learned a lot from you. You were the reason I started tuning into spaces, a big reason I got into EverRise, and I really want to say thank you, man. And we have spoken offline a couple times, and we've built a relationship, and hopefully we, keep it, cherish it, and keep moving forward that way. And Suresh, I respect your decision. You're like the chess grandmaster, always making the right moves, thinking ahead, which is a good thing. Because you, of course, and all of us here, we want EverRise to be here not only for the next 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, 100 years. I want EverRise to succeed, and you made the right decision, of course. No disrespect, but is there a chance you can give this a second thought?
Hey, sorry, it's not like it's not my decision. It's voluntary decision from them. I'm like, because they know my situation where I'm in. Thing is, like, there is nothing from me to stop it. I mean, I can't give any commitment. That is the only reason. As I said, right, I love both of them. When the things change, I always look for them. Like, there'll not be any issue. But
No,
as I said, everything
I
is with respect to
yeah.
situations. Yeah. It's not.
I completely understand, Suresh, but it's a situation. The market sucks. The world we live in sucks. I know, but you know that 1 hour we get every day with TJ on the spaces, like you forget everything
He's
when
always
we're there.
welcome. Like he's part of community. That will never go. That will never change.
I'm gonna still be on the spaces,
Yeah.
man.
Okay. But hey, now, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, Suresh. I gave this analogy yesterday in Fish's space. Um, think of a horse race. So I thought horse race. So the horses ever rise, and the jockey riding the horses, Suresh. We all invested, in my answer at least, we invested in your vision, what you bring to this space, what you wanted to do, and incredible job, everything you've accomplished. I respect you as a man. I even called you the Elon of DeFi. You deserve that comment, and I'm excited what you bring in the future. And yeah, just don't take it the wrong way because when I come up here, first name I yell TJ. There's a reason behind it because he's the reason I started coming up to the spaces. And hey, buddy, thank you for helping me grow as a person. And EverRise, thank you for helping me grow as a person. When I came into the space, I had zero knowledge about DeFi or crypto, same thing. But I learned a lot. I've grown as a person, and you guys are extended family. That is a fact. I'll miss you, TJ.
I'm still here, buddy. Just not in an official role, but Mav, man, everyone, Andy, Scott, Mav, Enrique, everyone. I'm just so grateful for you. I'm not going anywhere. I can't leave this. Look what's happened to me. You think I could walk away from this? I wouldn't have a soul. I'll
I
be
would
on.
not let you walk away, bro. I'll tie you down if I have to.
Good. That's what I like to hear, man.
I'd like to invite Justin Tyler to a musical Monday one of these days.
All right.
Yes, please.
I will be there.
TJ, it looks like we got one more for you. We're past 3:00, but who the hell cares? Sean, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Risers? What's up, TJ? What's up, Jen? What's up, Fish? What's up, Jason? What's up, Peter? What's up, Suresh? Enrique? Everybody? Maverick? Scott? I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I told you guys from the beginning, it's been positive energy in here. We all see the vision. I have to say, TJ, you definitely carry the community. The value is here in the community. I appreciate you so much, TJ. Jen, I also appreciate you behind the scenes as well. I do watch the YouTube wrap ups. And I love the way you speak and how you explain things too. So, even your actions are being noticed as well. So I'm going to give you your props too. So don't take nothing from me. And Jason, man, I have to say, bro, like you and TJ, man, you guys are great, man. You and TJ together, you guys are like awesome. I feel like TJ is like Mario and you're like Luigi,
Good analogy there.
Yeah, I like that one.
Well, I think that I think Luigi is taller than Mario.
I have to say though, TJ, you made me get off of YouTube because I was tearing up, so I had to hop back on the Twitter space. So I appreciate you guys. You guys made it comfortable for a lot of people in this space to come up here and speak. To actually talk about EverRise. You've taught us so much, and everybody's out there educating other people without even. It's just natural. It's just second nature to them to just push out. Every vote, to push out all these other D apps, and it's wonderful to see that because it started from the Twitter Spaces. It started from the Telegrams, it started from the YouTube, it started from Discord. These are the things that you guys built, and we all appreciate it. So I'm just speaking on myself, but I know the community also says the same thing. So I want to say thank you to all of you guys, and I appreciate it.
Sean, thank you, man. I can't even look at my own screen because I see myself. So I understand why you had to get off YouTube. But my man, thank you. I think this is it's a lot. But I repeat this. I can't leave because I can't leave the community because the community is my family. So I will be on Spaces. I will be around. You will not notice much of a difference. But I'm just so taken aback because I think it wasn't until now, or like the last hour, that I realized how big of an effect that EverRise has on my life. I've been so consumed by it for a year and almost a year and a half that it's tough, but I love you guys. I love EverRise, and I'm glad that there's going to be 50, 100 developers. Suresh's vision, I'm glad that we'll build this out because EverRise is utility, and the only way to create utility is build it. So I will be here to support every step of the way.
TJ, we love you. I'm reminded of like the feeling of graduating from like high school or whatever, and relationships where you forged that meant so much and were so kind of important. Everybody went their separate ways all of a sudden just because that's how life works. And somebody, I think it was my uncle, somebody said something to me. He said, "Don't ever let anybody tell you that these were the best years of your life, high school or college or whatever. Don't let anybody tell you that these particular years are the ones that are going to define you. The growth that EverRise will continue to go through, the growth that TJ and Jen and all of us here on stage will continue to go through, mean that our golden age is very much ahead of us, not behind us. And, I'm going to look back and look forward on the time we spent together as a great treasure." So I don't know what else to say. I'm a little emotionally spent, so leave it to the lawyer to kind of push emotion aside for a minute and say, like, let's get this together. We got a protocol to work on. We got an INC to work on. And this is a good moment to reflect on what this actually means. A DeFi protocol stays separate from a centralized entity that is the corporation, EverRise INC. And Suresh, sorry, boss, but I think that the community would like to know that there is something that is being worked on for the DeFi protocol that, in my view, puts a bow upon it, and it is a sensational project, and the logo's been designed, and it is coming. Sorry, guys, I don't know if I had authorization to say that, but once...
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
This is a good time for a song. Can I sing a song?
The lawyer's giving away all the information.
But let me just finish my point, and then I'd love to hear a song. Once that is finished, the DeFi protocol itself, the token that is known as EverRise, will substantially be completed, because a DeFi token is simply a means of allocating value across a community. And that's what we've been talking about for over a year now, is that we're involved in this brand new economic system. So not to say that our work is done here, but the community and the token are strong. And the next phase of build out is to have INC, led by Suresh and his team, create utilities that have a great relationship with the token, but are still separate. And the community itself is almost sufficiently decentralized to the point where people are hosting spaces randomly on Monday and people are getting together and listening to Fish. And then, TJ, if you ever throw on a spaces, you'll have 50 people coming in to hear your voice. So we're not going to be too far. We're just entering into a new era of development, and you are a part of EverRise lore and history, and you will be highly regarded by the history books because we are going nowhere, and EverRise is going to make history.
That is a fact. I want to say one thing. EverRise puts the D in DeFi, and TJ, Mr. Justin Tyler, puts the COMMUNITY in community.
Thanks, Mav.
All right, based on what Peter said, I'd like to play this song for you guys. The team isn't listening, so here's the secrets of all the things that are upcoming. But you'll have to guess what they are by listening to my humming. First there's the coming out on the then I can't wait for on the and then launches on the followed by the and is going to blow your mind when you guys sing along if you know it. The team isn't listening, so here's the secrets of all the things that are upcoming. But you'll have to guess what they are by listening to my humming. Did I tell you about but the thing I'm looking forward to the most is and the that and the
We love you, TJ and Jen. TJ!
Ooh, you made me laugh, Mav.
Mav, that was so good. I've never
And
heard
how
it
can I
with
forget,
so much
Jen?
words.
Jen! I wish you all the best, guys. You guys deserve all the happiness and success in the world. Love you guys.
Mav, thank you, man. And I will see
Thank
you on
you.
Spaces tomorrow. Whoever hosts it, I'll be
I will
there.
see you tomorrow.
There's no spaces tomorrow, but there might be a pop-up. You never know. Keep your eyes peeled on the main Twitter account. We'll still be doing the official ones on Friday, and then the official AMAs on Tuesday, but 2 p.m. Eastern sounds like a great time for anybody that is a part of the EverRise community. Just pop open a space, and I bet you'll find a few friends.
I can't do it because I don't have a clever rhyming or alliteration for W, so Wednesdays are out for me. Musical Monday is about the biggest stretch I can come up with.
Oh, how about Wicked Wednesdays with Enrique?
Enrique's already got his Saturday afternoon, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Might as well remind everybody the programming update, Saturdays at 1:30 p.m. Enrique and Andy and Winston and all the rest of the gang are there, and Espanol, y inglés también. It's a bit of a Spanglish spaces, so. And then, yeah, anybody who wants to host at 2 p.m., you never know who might show up. 2 p.m. Eastern, that is. But we are past the hour by a quarter of an hour. I know nobody wants to go, but Jen and TJ, if you want to wrap it up a little bit. Oh, wait, we do have another request. But if you guys have any final words, I'd certainly love to hear them. I can't bring people up for some reason.
I've got a comment I want to read out from Honky Tonk Coddler on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely.
Much respect to the whole team and community. I see Jen being a leader in women of Web3 and TJ dropping some music NFTs, maybe even partnering with Sammy for some kind of pixelated spin-off. Both would be incredible to see. And I see we got someone up.
Hey, I was just sorry to be late to the whatever's going on. I just got out of work at 3 o'clock. So I don't know if you can just do a recap for late bloomers here. Not that we want to rehash everything, or is there going to be a statement put out on what's going on?
I don't know if there's going to be a statement. It's not the kind of thing where there's a press release, but I would first of all recommend you watch this. It's going to be on YouTube. So Suresh gave a kind of state of the company update in the first 15 minutes about new development pathways.
I don't want to make you rehash everything. I was just, I got out of work at 3 o'clock.
I feel you. Yeah, I think it's a good watch, and it might make it's like the last episode of a TV series. So it might be an enjoyable watch for you. TLDR, some of us are moving on to other pastures. Some of us are able to keep working part-time. Some of us are focused on development, and EverRise as a community remains as strong as ever, just as INC goes in a different direction for development purposes. But would certainly recommend watching the entire AMA, not to give you homework, but if you are on YouTube right now, you might see a couple of teary faces. In fact, 5 teary faces, because it's a bit of an emotional moment. Because anytime a team changes its its makeup, it's something that people take seriously. So that's what's going on.
All right, I'll watch you later on. Good luck to everybody. You guys did a great job.
Thank you so much. Well.
Oh, Akuna's in the YouTube chat as well. Sending love. Hello, Akuna.
I want to give a big shout out to Hakuna. One of my favorite things became the spaces, and they would not be what they are without Hakuna, who graciously gave up an hour of his day, if not more, every single day for 8 months to host these spaces with me. And there would be times where it was just him and I back and forth. For a while. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I'm losing it. But Hack, man, I love you. You're an incredible person. And, credit where credit is due, my friend. Thank you for making spaces what they were. I genuinely think that they would not be what they are without you. You are as integral part of those as I was, and if not more. And love you, buddy.
Yeah, major shout out to Hakuna and UTJ, of course. Like, those daily spaces are a masterwork. I don't want to talk crap about other tokens, but often if other projects have something approaching a daily spaces, you go in to listen, people are swearing at each other, insulting each other, talking crap about each other, being absurdly vulgar, and, it's not a place that I enjoy being. And DeFi needs so much in the way of making it approachable and accessible and kind. And when I think of UTJ, I think of the word kind probably in the top 3 of words every single time. And to be able to say that EverRise is a kind project is no small feat, and it's due in large part to your efforts. And Hakuna, of course, is a great compliment to you. You guys have a sort of good cop, bad cop thing going sometimes, and it just creates just an inclusive and thought-provoking, shout out Jen, just environment where people can be themselves, but also try to understand the space better. And understand each other better, which helps. There's a lot of separation in the crypto community about how much trust should be needed and how much, doxing should be needed. And some people think we're headed towards a trustless, anonymous world. I don't want that world. I want a world of love. I want a world of togetherness. And hats off to UTJ and Hakuna for fostering that world for EverRise.
I'll do what Jen does. Amen.
I just want to say we were all snapping at that point.
Yeah.
This is my legacy. Are the snaps.
The snaps. And also Honky Tonk says that I seem to be getting addicted to NFTs. Come on, I picked up a couple of the pixelated NFTs that TJ introduced me to Sammy Arriaga. And that song is just constantly in my head, so I wanted to support him. And I'm a lifelong Avenged Sevenfold fan, so I got a death bat. Okay, so leave me alone, all right? I'm not going too hard into them just yet. But I do think the days of NFTs are the golden era of NFTs are ahead of us. So be early on that train. And of course, the EverRise NFTs. Let's not forget the EverRise NFTs. They kind of what got me into. That was pretty much what got me into NFTs, actually. And I think Suresh as well. Like the EverRise NFTs. Just say, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was my gateway drug.
Yeah.
Likewise.
I will say the one thing that would make me the happiest right now is if everyone kept tweeting. I say it every day. I will continue to say it. Keep tweeting. Keep talking about the products at EverRise. It's the only thing that's been able to put a smile on my face in the last hour, other than some of the kind words, but those actually put tears in my eyes. So keep tweeting. Don't stop. I am a community member, always have been a community member, and I look forward to hanging out with everyone in spaces. Suresh, I want to thank you for having me from the very beginning at EverRise, believing in me, trusting me to execute on your vision, and I hope I've done you justice, my friend. And I know that with the new direction that EverRise is heading in, that there's going to be more delivered than ever before, and that's what makes me extremely happy. So thank you, Suresh.
Yeah, thanks, TJ. I mean, like, as I tried for such a gem person. I hope, we'll meet again. So, if somebody's saying it's not a goodbye, just see you later.
Fish, I don't want to put you on the spot, but as we seem to be wrapping up, and TJ is the dawn of communications, and Jen has been a Twitter rock star, do you want to send us out with why aren't you tweeting right now? I'm sure TJ would love to hear it.
I sure would.
I would love to.
Let's do it.
The Twitter algorithm is looking for certain things. It's looking for retweets and hashtags, impressions that those bring. So if we want EverRise to be trending, you should be tweeting, retweeting, and sending as many hashtags as you can. It's all a part of our master plan. Why aren't you tweeting right now, my friend? It will make a difference if we trend with more eyes on EverRise. We'll start to see more people start to buy. So get on Twitter and start tweeting. This is such a simple request I'm pleading. Use the EverRise hashtag. You gotta work a little bit to grow that EverRise bag.
One more time.
You're tweeting right now, my friend. It will make a difference if we trend with more eyes on EverRise. We'll start to see this thing start to fly. So get on Twitter and start tweeting. This is such a simple request I'm pleading. Use the EverRise hashtag. You gotta work a little bit and maybe something will happen to your EverRise bag. Not financial advice, of course.
Let's go.
Why aren't you tweeting right now, my friend? It will make a difference if we trend with more eyes on EverRise. We'll start to see more people start to buy. So get on Twitter and start tweeting. This is such a simple request I'm pleading. Use the EverRise hashtag. You gotta work a little bit to grow your EverRise bag.
36-month stake.
Bravo! Wow.
Yeah,
I never thought that song would be so emotional. But it took on a ballad-like quality in the intro, and Fish, I could hear the emotion in your voice. It was deeply moving, for fuck's sake.
Stupid song about tweeting. Oh, I love it. Thank you, guys.
I know we're signing off and wrapping up this space, and I guess before we do, first and foremost, to the other core team members as well as the EverRise staff, it has been an absolute honor to have been able to lead the marketing team for the first 9 months that I was at EverRise as CMO, and then transitioning over into CBO for my last 3 months. Like, thank you, thank you, thank you for trusting in the process and, you know, doing my crazy shenanigans and adapting to Asana and Ntask and all the things. It has really been a pleasure. For the folks that are a part of our staff team, you know, we got the pleasure of talking every single day. It's something I say a lot, but you guys really are like family. I think I spend more time talking to you guys than I actually do with my own family, which is pretty funny. But to the community, I know I haven't been as front facing in the past several months, but thank you for rolling with everything. I've been here since day one, like many of you guys have, and we have been through it as a community, and it is so incredibly humbling to see how resilient you guys are and just how strong the connection is. I think, you know, like, it's one thing to go work and say like, hey, like, I want to go have this career and make a fuck ton of money. You know, I know that's what a lot of people's aspirations were, but it was another thing being able to wake up every single day feeling like you're a part of something bigger than yourself and being able to contribute to that in a meaningful way. And, you know, you guys trusted in us to do that, and it has been, God, the ride of my life for the last year to have the honor to do that. So I just wanted to say thank you. And you know, we already said it. It's not a goodbye. It's a see you later. Like, TJ and I are still going to be around. TJ, you already know how I feel about you. I mean, we're basically in DMs every single day. I was like texting TJ throughout my vacation, like photos of my doodles and drawings, and he's very much like a brother to me now. So yeah. And then Suresh, I remember when I got offered the CMO position and what a whirlwind that was. And I just wanted to say thanks for giving me the opportunity. I hope, you know, we made you proud, and I'm excited to see where you take this thing next. And it's been a real pleasure to be a part of it up to this point.
Yeah, thanks, gentlemen. I mean, you guys put a lot of hard work, guys, and I know it. So I'm just saying, we'll hope we can meet again. I cannot say anything other than that right now. So, thank you.
TJ, do you think you can give us a couple of words and kick us off?
Yeah. You know, on top of everything that's been said today, I just want to remind everyone in this community. You know, I've said it for years. Well, I guess over a year, but EverRise is not the team. EverRise is the community. You know, today is an example of that. The community has me emotional like this. I didn't think this was going to happen. I had no idea. I would not have opted to come on video if I knew this was going to happen. But, you know, it just hit me, and it shows that how close everybody is in this room to one another. You know, I don't want it to sound cliche. I don't want it to sound like a gimmick, but this is real family. Look how emotional everyone is today. But I kind of want to take the focus off of Jen and myself for a second and focus on, you know, the long-term vision that Suresh has. He wants to deliver more utility. And as somebody who has been an advocate for utility since I've been in DeFi, this is as bittersweet as it is. Like, this is what we want to hear. This is a good decision. Whether you see it now or you don't, EverRise is utility. You know, and this will provide more of it. So I look forward to watching EverRise grow with everyone else. Again, I'm not just going to disappear. I can't. I haven't been this emotional. Even with all my previous breakups, I was not this emotional. This is a whole new level, and I can't just walk away from this. There's no way. So I will be seeing everybody as I have been. Hit me up in the DMs. I'm no longer going to be EverRise community on Telegram, so you could find me now. Shoot me a DM. Hit me up on Twitter. Might take me a little bit to just gather my thoughts right now because I'm a little bit of a mess. But I want everyone to just think about where EverRise is headed. And yes, Jen and I absolutely appreciate everything that everyone has said. That goes without saying, but there was a reason behind this, and it's because more utility is coming, and that makes me happy. That is the bittersweet part of this for me, and I just hope everyone can continue to focus on that. I sure will be with you guys in spaces, and I will ask when next DAP, because I will no longer know. I will want to know, but I will not know, and I look forward to feeling that. Again, I just want to thank every single person in this community who has believed in me, listened to me, confided in me, anything, because it's become more than I ever thought that it would be, and I'm just beyond grateful to have experienced this. And again, I'm not going anywhere, but I love EverRise. That's what it comes down to. I love EverRise.
We all love EverRise, and we love you, TJ.
Beautifully said, TJ, as always. This is certainly not the beginning of the end. It is, if anything, the end of the beginning. And we will forever be indebted to TJ and Jen and Suresh and Jason and Maverick and Enrique and Andy and Fish and Sean and Scott and everybody else that makes this community what it is. We are more powerful than any one person. And I don't know how I'm going to stop this spaces, but somebody has to.
That would be me.
All right, TJ.
I will end the spaces now, but have a great day, guys, and keep tweeting. Keep tweeting. Keep tweeting. I love you.
Thank you, guys.
Keep tweeting. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.